Number 56 looks a lot like 55, but there is a difference. Write the equation of a parabola with a vertex of 1, 2. That we got, just like 55. But now they're giving us the p-value. Actually, class, that makes this problem a little bit simpler. We don't have to graph it and figure out the value of p. So let's go ahead and write our equation out. Our equation for a parabola is y equals, man, that got really messy. Let's try that a little bit neater, see if I can make it a little bit neater. Y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. We know that our vertex tells us the value of h and k. H is 1, k is 2. Let's write our equation. We don't know what a is yet, but let's plug in our value for h. H is positive 1. That means in our equation it's going to show as negative 1 squared plus k. Remember, k, we keep the sign for a parabola. K is 2, so we leave that as 2. And all we have to do now is find our value of a. From the previous question, we reviewed that a is actually equal to 1 over 4 times p. That's going to be 1 divided by 4 times 0.5. And I can do that in my head, but let's go ahead and show that on our calculator. It's important, class, that if you use the calculator, you put the parentheses in the right place. Let's drag this over. We've got 1 divided by, and now in parentheses, because those are both going to be in our denominator, parentheses, 4 divided by 0.5, close parentheses, and now equal. And our answer is 0.125. 0.125. Actually, I got to tell you, I just realized I put that in the calculator wrong. Maybe some of you noticed that. Let's try it again. It should have been 1 divided by, in parentheses, 4 times 0.5. I accidentally divided that. 4 times 0.5, close parentheses, press the equal sign, and now I have 0.5. That looks better. So our value of a is going to be 0.5. Now I could write this equation with 0.5. That'd be totally fine. But I also know that 0.5 is the same as 1 over 2. If you would have just simplified this, if you would have just done 4 times 0.5 in the denominator, you would have ended up with a number 2. So our fraction for a is 1 over 2. Our decimal is 0.5. Either of them are possible answers on the test. I'm going to go ahead and write this as 1/2. So our equation for a parabola with a vertex of 1.2 and a p-value of 0.5 is y equals 1/2 times x minus 1 squared plus 2.